it's Amy, and today I'm actually going to be going over my MEPS experience. I went to MEPS back on May the 23rd, and I went to the hotel the 22nd. The day before graduation is when I went to MEPS. And so I went to MEPS, the hotel, the 22nd, the evening of the 22nd, and I had to be over at my recruiting office by 2. I was checked in to the hotel by 3:30, I believe. And so when I went over to the hotel, they checked us in with the liaison. And I went to the Embassy Suites in Dallas, because that's where my recruiting station is Dallas. And I was in my room by 4, because it took about 30 minutes to check in and watch a day at MEPS video. So after checking in, I went up to my hotel room. I was the first one in the room. My roommate wasn't there yet, so I got to hang out in my room for about 10 minutes or so. And so as I'm hanging out, I'm looking through the room. The room is gorgeous, just gorgeous. And I am just looking through everything, like, why not look at the different stuff. And the room was gorgeous. It was large for 2 people. It was pretty big. And so and my roommate came in about 4:10 or so. I was in my room at 4 o'clock. My roommate came at 4:10. She came into the liaison office right after me. And so we started talking. Me and my roommate find out we are literally like 17 years apart. Literally, she was 32 going into the Army, and I'm 19 going Navy, and she was formerly going to go Navy. And so we were talking, and we talked for about an hour. We went ahead. After that, we went into the separate rooms, the living area and the bedroom area. She went in the living room area and watched TV in there. I was in the bedroom area watching TV and talking to my friends and stuff like that. And we went to dinner at about 5:30, 6 o'clock. When dinner started, we waited because we didn't want to be there during the rush, but we also didn't want to be there first thing, be the very first people to be there, because dinner was from 5 until like 10 at night. And we didn't want to be the first people there, but we also didn't want to be the last people there. So we went, and she got the Longhorn burger, which she said was really good, and I got the chicken strips, which were really light, really flaky, really, really good. I liked them. If you go to the Dallas MEPS, try the chicken strips. They were really good. And then after that, we went back up to the room because there wasn't really much to do. They said we can't go swimming, but we can go to the gym and sit in the pool. I decided not to do either of those because I just stayed in my room and was on my phone watching Netflix, watching, of all things, El Dorado. So after I was done, we sat up there in our room for about 2.5 hours. And we had to be down at the, no, not 2.5 hours, an hour and a half, because we had to be back down for the briefing we had to be there before 8:10. And the briefing started at 8:30. We had to be down there before 8:10. That liaison had it very planned out. He had us, and so we were down there for about 20 minutes waiting for it to start, but he's like, okay, let's get some jokes out of the way. Get jokes and stuff out of the way. And so you guys aren't like a bunch of deer in headlights. So he was actually pretty cool, trying to get us involved. And then after that, we were doing the roll call, like the different rooms and everything. And we went, and after that, he went through like how sexual assault is against the law, blah, 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 just say no, all this different stuff about it. And guys can't be on girls' floors, girls can't be on guys' floors. Going through the list and going through everything. And so after that, and said curfew's 10 o'clock, no one outside of their room after 10 o'clock. If you sign out, you have to sign out in the liaison office so we know. Be back within a reasonable amount of time. Don't leave, and if you have to leave after 10, like leave the hotel after 10 o'clock, you have to both sign out, have your roommate and everything with you, sign out together, be together. So we're like, okay, no problem. There's no problem there. I'm not leaving anywhere. And then after that, it was about 8:50 about. We got done. He talked for about 20 minutes, and we got done. And we went back to our room. I was like, I have a headache. I need caffeine. And my roommate's like, I need some caffeine too, because we had just gotten, like, we just had soda at dinner, but that was like 3 hours prior. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to the 3rd floor to get something to drink. So she gives me money, the cash for her, and I get myself some money. And I go up there, and there's no cash. It's a card. And I'm like, seriously? So I go back, and we go, and I'm like, there's no cash. There's nothing for cash. And she's like, how is that even possible? And I'm like, And so basically that was my hotel. Next video will be my MEPS experience, because my MEPS experience was literally the longest day. I was exhausted. I came home and fell asleep. So I will be doing a MEPS experience very soon, so, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!